In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Minecraft server that you run on your own computer rather than paying for someone else. It's available and accessible outside of your home network, so your friends can play it at their house. And it's also crossplay, so even if your friends have an Xbox or iPad or whatever, they can play it on their mobile device. It also means that you can play it on your computer at home and then on your mobile when you're out and about, and that all syncs and meshes together automatically for you. It's fairly straightforward. I've explained steps along the way so that if you get stuck, you can kind of understand what you're trying to achieve, rather than just failing some step and it not working. So it just gives you a bit more opportunity to fix it if you have any issues. But you shouldn't do, because I've just done it on a brand new, fresh Windows computer. So if there's any problem you'll run into, I've ran into it. First, to make anything run for Minecraft, Minecraft is written in Java. So on your computer, you need to go to JDK, Java download, 64-bit, and then click on the first link that isn't an advert. There you go. And then you'll see this, and we want Windows. Okay, so you click on that, and then you want to install it. So this installer here, you go across, you click on that, download it, and there we wait. If you have issues, I click on the three dots here, and then click keep. Okay, and now we've got this, we simply double click on it, and this lets us install Java. This means that our computer will be able to understand the code written by Mojang to be able to make our Minecraft server. So we simply wait our way through this. Close. Okay, so next we want to make our server. Now we could make a Minecraft server, an official Minecraft server, but actually it's not the best one you can do. So you want to type in Minecraft paper server download, and then you click on that, and then you can see we get paper. And this lets us have a Minecraft server designed for greatly improved performance and offer more features. So we click on that and we click download. Okay, so this is now downloading. When it says this is harmful, it could harm your device, don't worry. Click on the three dots and click keep. Okay, so now in our download folder, you can click on this button here. You can see it has paper. So we're going to make an empty folder by right clicking here and clicking new folder, call it Minecraft. We're going to put paper inside our Minecraft folder. This just helps keep everything tidy. So then you click on the paper, and then it creates the appropriate files for your Minecraft server. Okay, so now that's done, what we actually need to do is double click on this. So this is a simple text editor, and all we need to do is change this to true, T-R-U-E. Basically, it's the checkbox of terms and conditions for your Minecraft server. So EULA is end user license agreement, and it's the license that you agree to as an end user. So once you've hit true, that means yes, basically. You click on save, close that, and then there we go. So this server file here, you edit. Once we've got this open, I'll make that a bit bigger for you. We actually want to click on CMD and press enter, type in ipconfig. Now this one of yours will look a little bit different, but that's okay. Basically what this is saying is IP, that's Internet Protocol, and then configuration, okay? And you'll see this, you'll probably see one for Wi-Fi as well. Basically, Ethernet adapter, that is the details for the Ethernet plug in the back of your computer. And these are the details for your wireless local area network Wi-Fi adapter. That means the bit of Wi-Fi inside your laptop that makes Wi-Fi work. But this is the key bit we're interested in, okay? So this is like the phone number that your Wi-Fi router uses to talk to your PC. So if your one computer needs to talk to this computer, then that's the number that's used. So we want to copy that, okay, and then we type it in at the very bottom. We just go Control F IP, Control F IP. There you go, server IP. So that's our server Internet Protocol. We want to type in 192.168.1.113. Yours will be different. You have to type in whatever it says here on IPv4 address, okay? And then these are the details for your Minecraft server, so we'll look into those later. But you can see things like max player size, online mode, and things like that. This is your port number. We'll get into all this later. Then you click on File, Save. Close that. Now we should be able to click on this. There we go. And that's your Minecraft server. So we can see it's just creating things, preparing the spawn area for us. We can see how much storage memory it's using, and we can see time elapsed and various bits and pieces. So now it's done. That's brilliant. So we can actually click on here. We open Minecraft, and then we select the same version that the paper server is. That's a very important step for later on when Minecraft has an update, but we'll show you how to update that. So 1.21.4, okay? Then we come here and we go, see it's 1.21.4. Brilliant. Click play. Okay, so then we can click on multiplayer. So now we need to add our server. So we click add server, and you can call this whatever you wish. So I'm going to call it mine, or actually local. Okay, and then we're going to type in that number from earlier, 192.168.1.113. Okay, and then you click on done. And then you can see local Minecraft. So we click play, and we're joining the world. So this is the paper server that's running, and you can see everything load in now. Very good. So now we've successfully done that. What that means is that anyone that's connected to your Wi-Fi in your home can connect to this server, which is pretty cool. But we want our friends at their homes to be able to connect to the server. So we're going to do that next. To be able to let your friends play on the server, we need to tell the computer that it's allowed to let people play on the server. And that requires some security changes. So we're going to type in Windows Firewall. And we're interested in the one which is Windows Defender Firewall with advanced security, because we want to do some advanced stuff. Okay, so our Minecraft server, it sends data out for people to see what the server's got like information about. So that's like where the new blocks are placed, but also when your friend changes a block, that sends data to our server to say, hey, you need to update this block. So we need to change our inbound and outbound rules. So on inbound rules, we create a new rule. Okay, and we want to say port next, and then UDP. It doesn't care about whether it loses information along the way. Think like how a radio would work over UDP, because it just sends the data and doesn't really care whether it gets the data there. TCP is more like, hey, have you got the message I sent you earlier? So we just need to do it for both. And we need to do it for the inbound and outbound rules. So here we just go 25565. Okay, next. Allow this connection, and then all of them next. And we're going to call it Minecraft, CRAFT. I'm going to call it TCP. You can name it anything you want, but this just makes it easier to know. New rule again. So we're going to say port next. And we're going to go 25565, and then we're going to call it UDP. It's important you remember it's different from the last time around. Again, you click next, allow connections, and then we're going to click next again. So we're going to call it Minecraft UDP. There we go. It literally doesn't matter what you type in there. So now our computer, well, it will allow information to come in over the port 25565. And then we go outbound rules, create new rule, and we click on port, okay, TCP, and then we'll call it 25565, smashing. So for this step here, because it's an outbound rule, there's a bit more security on it, but we want to click allow connection, okay? And then we click next, and then we call it Minecraft TCP, finish, and then we create new rule, and then we go port, next, UDP this time again. So 25565, 25565, yeah, I typed that correctly. And then allow the connection, because obviously if we block the connection, then it's not going to it's going to block Minecraft, right? So we don't want that. So we click next. All of these are checked. Minecraft UDP, fantastic. So now we're going to click close on this, and that's fine. The next piece that we need to do is we go back to here, and this one here is default gateway for our one of these will have a default gateway. So you might have your default gateway under the Wi-Fi, because I'm connected over Wi-Fi, I see that. However, if you've got an Ethernet going into your computer, then you'll see default gateway written underneath it here with an IP address. So this here, it's the default gateway is it's the default place where internet traffic goes out. What this actually is it's your Wi-Fi router. It's the phone number essentially for your Wi-Fi router. And if you go on your computer and you copy this, so 192.168.1.1, and you type in, so for me, that's what it is. So this is the number I'm going to type in, 192.168.1.1. Okay, there we go. So this takes you to your Wi-Fi router's login page, which is quite exciting. I'm going to log in. Your Wi-Fi router will most likely have a username and password written on the back of it. So there'll be a sticker and it'll say username and password. So just log in with that. If you cannot find the default username and password, you might be able to Google it. You'll probably see model number, and whether it's by Netgear or TP-Link or someone else, and you'll be able to Google TP-Link model number default password, and you'll be able to find it online, I'm sure. Oops. There's no security risk behind that, really. It's fine. So my one looks a bit different to yours. These all look a bit different. They will make them a bit differently. But you want to find a bit of text called port forwarding. It could be anywhere else, basically. But you want to just go through all the different menus and find port forwarding. And then you want to add new port forwarding rule. And you want to type in whatever it is. The description doesn't matter, but the IP address does matter. Now we're basically telling your Wi-Fi router to allow this kind of information on both TCP and UDP out of our, so your servers on your home network, and on the very edge of that is your Wi-Fi router to allow things in and out. Okay, if you turn off your Wi-Fi router, you lose your internet. So to be able to get information out, we need to modify information on the Wi-Fi router. This is what we're doing. So we've connected to that, and we've got to tell it, please let Minecraft data go out to the internet. Okay, so what we do is we create a description, a name, and we have to type in the IP address of our computer. That is here. Remember 192.168.1.1 from earlier. That's the IPv4 address. So you type that in, and then you type in the port start, and the port end is 25565. And then you might have to select TCP or UDP. Okay, and then you can click save. You probably also want to do it for these as well, Minecraft Geyser and Server Bedrock. We'll show you why that is later. Okay, so again, that's the same IP address as before, but this time the port numbers are, oh, I'll zoom out a little bit, there we go. So 25575 for Geyser, and then 19132 for the Minecraft Bedrock. So Geyser, we'll get to that later, and then I can't recall exactly what this is for, but you'll probably need it, so type those in. Again, that's on port forwarding. Now, while we're in here as well, we actually want to also go to, because you're inside your home network, your computer's IP address, its essential phone number, inside the network can change, and we don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for static IP, okay, discard, that's fine. And we want to do web, so what you want to do is you need to type in the name of your PC. So you can find that by right-clicking up here and typing and clicking on System, okay, and then so mine is called Weather PC. So that's what I've called it. I run a weather system on here too. Okay, so you select the name, okay, and then you type in the IP address, and this just means it's going to stay the same, and that's fine. So what happens is when your computer turns on, it talks to the Wi-Fi router, and it's like, hey, what number do you want me to be? And then it says, I've been told that you must accept 192.168.1.113. You can have this be whatever you want, but it must match, well, within reason, actually. Just a number below 100 will be fine. Just pick the same number that is currently there, okay? And it's the same number, it's very important, as the number that is inside server edit port number. There we go, server IP. So it's very important that this number here matches this one, okay? So we can close that. And once you've done that, you can click save, okay? And you can click close on that because we won't need that again. So in there, we set its IP address, so the computer stays with the same phone number, okay? The IP address stays the same. And then we've also said, please allow Minecraft information out of our network. Great. So now, here's the exciting bit. What you want to do is you go to Edge and you type in, what is my public IP address? Okay, so you want to click on the first one that's not an advert really, click on that, and then you'll see a page that looks like this. Okay, so now you'll see some information, okay? So your IPv4 address is, it's like your computer's phone number that's available to the rest of the internet. Now, I don't want to give this away, and you shouldn't give this away either for security reasons, okay? So I've covered it up, okay, with this little bit of text. But that is what you have to give your friends. So bear with me. Okay, so now we've allowed the information from our home computer outside of our home computer. We've said to our Wi-Fi router, we'd like Minecraft server information to go out of our home network, and that means that anyone out on the internet, if they have that magical number I showed you earlier, your public IPv4 address, and the port number, which is 25565, everyone knows 25565 is the number. So what we then next do is we say, we open up Minecraft on our computer or our friend's computer. There we go, and we make sure that the version is the correct version. Your friends will also need to make sure that their version is the correct version. You need to restart the Minecraft server, just click close, and then you want to click on paper.jar, and then it will open up. And then we go to multiplayer. Okay, so we click add server and public IP. Okay, and then we want to type in the public IP that you got shown earlier. So I'm just going to type in some random numbers here. Okay, might look a bit like that. I suspect it probably looks a bit like this, actually, something like that. Okay, I don't know how many numbers yours will have, but you want to copy that IP, your public IP address that we got earlier from the internet, and then we type in colon, and then we need to put the port number to 25565. So what it's saying is connect to a server. This can be anything you want to type in here, but you give this to your friends. Don't put it out on the internet on like some big Facebook page or Reddit page or Twitter or something, only to your friends, okay? And what that means is your friend's computer will say, hey, I'd like to dial the computer all the way across the internet because you've given out your public number, okay? And it says, once you get into their home network, we want to look at information around 25565, which is basically Minecraft information. So now your friend click done, and then this is the one which I made earlier, so public IP, I don't want you to see the IP, and we click play, and we'll see that it will let me join the world, and it's the same world that we saw before with the boat. Fantastic. Okay, so we can connect with either our local one, if you're in the same building as your wherever your Minecraft server is. For example, if it's running on your own computer, click on local. This is FutureLim. I didn't like the explanation I gave in the video about whether to use local or the public one and when to use which one. Basically, if you're at home where your server is running and you're in your own home and your mates are in the home with you, use the local IP. That's the one which is 192.168.1.113. Colon and then 25565. You want to use that IP if you're in the same building and Wi-Fi. However, if you're at home and your friend wants to connect from their home, you use the local one, which I just told you about, but your friend uses the public one, which is the public IP address that I told you, followed by 25565. So that's how you make your Minecraft server in a safe and secure way. In this next step, I'm going to tell you how to move a world that you've made by yourself on your PC that isn't shared with your friends, and we're going to put it on the server. So at the moment, the server has like the boat and that sandy place, and we're going to replace it with one with a giant dirt tower that I've made in my own personal one. So this could be your world that you've made loads of progress, cool base, everything on. We're going to move those files onto your server. So before we had that boat in the sand, and we're going to try get this dirt tower in our new server. You click on the Windows key and run at the same time. You open this. Okay, you want to type this in, percentage app data without any spaces, percentage, and then slash. So it'd be the slash down here in this side of your keyboard, or if you're American, it's up here. And then you want to put full stop, and then Minecraft. And then you click OK. So this opens up a folder, okay? And now this is your Minecraft. These are the files for Minecraft on your computer. And you're interested in saves because it's your saved worlds. Now these will be named the same things as your worlds that you're familiar with. I'm sure one of these looks familiar. So if you go inside, there's all your data. Pretty cool, okay? And what we want to do is you copy this, okay? And you go to where your Minecraft server is saved, okay, and we go to, sorry, there you go, wrong folder, and we want to go to world, okay, while the server's not running. Let's do that quickly. Make sure you close your server. You go to where your Minecraft world server files are, and you click paste, okay, and then you want to replace the files, okay. You want to destination folder already contains blah, blah, blah. If any files have the same names, you'll be asked to replace those. Do you want to still merge? Do this for all items, click yes. So this will overwrite any progress you've made on your Minecraft server. So click yes, and then we wait for that to copy across. Okay, so now those files have finished copying across. That's moved my world from my save files for Minecraft to access for the Minecraft server to access. So we go back, and then we click on paper.jar, and then that should launch our Minecraft server. Fingers crossed. So remember, our Minecraft server originally had like a sandy beach multiplayer. See, the server's still got the same IP address. You click on play, and there we go. Now we have our Minecraft dirt tower from our own world in our Minecraft server that we can now share with our friends. Okay, so let's say you have friends that only play on like an Xbox or mobile or on the iPad. So you want to make your server crossplay. The way you do this is you want to set up something called a geyser and floodgate. So I've made a little note here. Paper, the server type we downloaded, remember that bit earlier? Here we go, a little flashback for you. Paper supports Spigot plugins and Bucket plugins. So we need to download it, and remember, Spigot and Paper, you see there? That's good. A good sign. So you download that, you want to click the three dots and click keep. Okay, and then Floodgate, Spigot and Paper, click that, and then I suspect it'll probably do the same thing. Click keep. Fantastic. And then wait for those to download. There we go, one's done. Okay, but what we want to do, once they've finished doing whatever that is, we move them. Okay, so Floodgate finished, so we're going to move that into our Minecraft folder. Okay, and then again, Floodgate, there we go. We're going to move it into our plugins folder. Okay, and then this one, you can copy both of them if you want. Control X to cut them and move them permanently to plugins, and then we click paste. Okay, so now we have Spigot and Geyser. Okay, so now they're in there. We just need to click restart. Well, we start the server basically again. So this, we've told Paper to run, and this will load up our little Minecraft server thing, and then it will look through all these folders and files, including in the plugins folder, and then hopefully, there we go. There we go, you can see it's making the folders now. Very fun. So we're just going to wait for this to finish loading. Now you've closed your Minecraft server, what we need to do is go into Floodgate and copy this file, Control C, from Floodgate into Geyser. Very nice. And then in this config YML file, we click open with, and we select Notepad. There we go. I would uncheck this. Okay. And we click full screen. Okay, and then we are looking for, so this is a hash means it's a comment, which means it's not code, but anything without a hash is code. So this port number here, remote port, we want to set this to true. Yep, so once we set this to true, what it's basically saying is instead of using this port here, this one here, we're actually interested in using this one instead, which is exciting. And this is the same one as before, so fantastic. Click File, Save, and then we can close this, and we can start our server again by clicking Paper. Okay, so fantastic. Next, we need to try connect to it from a mobile device. One moment. Okay, so it was actually very straightforward. I'll quickly make myself a bit bigger. Whoa. There we go. Check me in the center. So on my phone app, I simply click Add Server at the bottom there, and then in server name you type in whatever you want. Okay, and then you tap off that to get rid of the keyboard. Server address, the middle one, you want to type in that public IP address. I've got some little notes here for you. There we go, make that nice and big. So server address is just your public IP address. That's the one we got earlier from like literally Googling what is my IP, well, public IP address, and it gave us a number that looks like this. Okay, and then for the port, you type in the port number 25565. That's because we set that. Do you remember plugins, geyser, config YML, open with Notepad. Don't let it always open it with Notepad. And then you can see, because otherwise it would be this, but we've said, oh, play remote port is false. Oh, okay. Well, it worked. Okay. So that's pretty good. And then when you click on my server, you can see, well, you can just believe me, I can't, it's a crap camera. Loading resources, very exciting. And there we go. There is the dirt tower that we copied from our own world in the stone, and that's pretty cool, isn't it? So we can disconnect from that, save and quit. We can play that Minecraft server anywhere out on the internet, where at your mate's house or anything, or your friend with an iPad can play it. So I'll shrink myself back down again. Whoa! There we go. Brilliant. So that's it, really. If you want to get some plugins, you can get them from this website here. You can check out all the fun stuff that's in there. Maybe you want like different weapons or like other bits and pieces, better shopkeepers, backpacks, other things like that. There's plenty of options. You just go to download them and it will give you a folder which looks, it will give you files which look like these, and you just put them in the plugins folder for your Minecraft server. This is my old server, this is my new server. So you put them in the plugins folder for your new server and you just leave them in there. When you hit run, they'll do their thing. It's great. If you do download one, I would recommend copying the link for the mod page, for the plugin page. So let's say I want this plugin, okay. Copy this, okay. Do yourself a favor. Go to, hang on, wrong one, plugins, okay. Make a new file, okay, and we're going to call these plugins, P-L-U-G-I-N-S, okay, and paste it. Just paste that in, because when you update your server, you'll then need to update your plugins, and you can go get your plugins because you saved the links. So again, the ones which had Geyser and Floodgate, we would reopen and close tabs. There we go. So we'll copy this and we'll put Floodgate, Floodgate. Make a little note, you know, used for crossplay. Okay, and then we also want to do geyser, options, Control C, and then what are we going to call this? We're going to call it geyser, Geyser, nice little dash, used for cross play. There you go, whatever. And then if you find a backpack mod, you know, you'd be like used for backpack, and you just save that, okay? And that way, in the future, when you want to go update your plugins, now you know where they are, so you can find the updated versions. That's great. Again, I would probably get this, copy that in plugins, paper server, PAPER server, server file, and then simply download and place into the folder. Simply download and place into the correct folder, into the folder for the server, and then your plugins, plug and go into the plugins folder. Excellent. Okay, so there you go. You've got little notes for next time. Save, close. The final thing I can suggest is if you have a second computer and you've installed this on your second computer, you may want it to auto start the Minecraft server so you don't have to keep clicking this paper Minecraft server. So you just press the power button, it logs in, and then it launches. So what we can do is we click on this, well, we right click on it and we click create shortcut. And now that means that we can click this and our computer clicks essentially this for us. But how do we make it so that this automatically clicks? Well, what we do is we click copy, or cut actually, and then we go to this location. So we go C, or this PC, C, and we click on users. Okay, and this is your user profile that you click on. You won't see Liam B. My name's Liam B. Click on that. Okay, and then we want to click on app data, but we can't see app data. But if you click on view and then hidden items, you can see a hidden item, app data folder. Very exciting. Roaming. If you fiddle about in here, you might break something. So just do this. And then Microsoft, hang on, roaming Microsoft. There you go, Windows, and then start menu. There we go. Programs, startup. So these, and we click paste, okay? So any file in here will start automatically on startup. So if I were to click power restart, or if I simply turn it on from being shut down, it will click this for me on my behalf, which essentially, well, I'll show you what happens. You click it, and it's, you know, it's a shortcut, so it opens up the file that it's linked to, which should appear any moment now. There we go, Minecraft server, boom. I think that's basically it. Go check out all the cool little mods you can get. Again, here are the mods that I've used in the past and I'll be using again. These are just fun, you know. Dead chest leaves a chest behind when you die, so it keeps your items a bit tidy. Drop heads means that if you kill a friend, you can pick up their head. That's a fun one. Doors Reloaded, I think, just makes nice animations. Floodgate and Spigot, obviously crossplay. Grief Prevention, that stops your friends from destroying all your stuff and setting fire to everything. That's probably a good one. Leveled mobs, so if your XP goes up, then the mobs you fight get harder. I quite like that one, because otherwise it's a bit easy. Light Cleaner, can't remember what that one does. See more probably makes you see more. Sleep Most means that if one person goes asleep, then it becomes daytime again. So all your friends don't have to go into bed at the same time. Stats tab was quite cool. And then Tool Stats was just like, you've mined 1,000 blocks with this pickaxe. So they're quite cool mods. Again, just literally chuck them in the plugins folder and you're good to go. So I make these servers once every few years. If you found it helped you, please like it. Yeah, just be like, best Minecraft video I've seen. That will be really helpful. Take care, okay? Have fun.